Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Bonjour, mbote, etisain, moyo, jambo, hola, ketu. Auntie Lou has added another word into her greeting. Welcome to all my friends around the world. My name is Louise, aka Auntie Lou. And in today's video, friends, we are going, when I say we, I mean I, Auntie Lou, is going to be sharing with you, friends, how I deal with stress. Let's get into it. Stress. Right now, we are still on a national lockdown. I have 3 kids at home, 3 different range group, studying from secondary school, year 5, year 3, and they all have different style of work. So I don't know if you can imagine what the picture of Auntie Lou reporting for duty in the morning, trying to teach. Can you imagine that picture? Like what it looks like? It's like you have that, then you have also things like finance, you also have things like traveling stress, you also have things like you feel like your freedom or your movement, has been reduced or limited, and the fact that before you walk into a place you have to be tested or they have to check your temperature, and the fact that you are literally, like for me, I am working from home and I have all the children at home, and just trying to understand that difference between, like, when I'm working with other children, I feel like they listen to me. Those children actually, they listen to me. But when I'm talking to my own children, I'm like, right, let's do this, let's do that. No, this is what you need to do. They give you those face, they give you those eyes, they give you those like, but I don't understand. And you're like, come on, you know you do. Like, why are you doing this to mommy? Hey? Mommy's not qualified. I'm not a qualified teacher. I'm just trying my best. Why are you doing this to mommy? Why are you doing this to daddy? Hey? And what does Auntie Lou do in this kind of situation? I breathe. Friends, breathing technique, they come in handy. I literally go like this. And you repeat that a few times, and it does help me. That helps to reduce some of my stress level. And another thing that I also do, I go for a walk. I go for a walk to the park. I could go for a walk to the shop. I could go for a walk just to maybe meet one of my friends and just have adult talk. Sometimes I just do that. Or sometimes I can just be like, okay, I don't need that many things. So I could literally go to the shop, like, not to buy anything. I'll just walk to the shop and come back. I'll walk to the shop and come back, and I feel like having that breeze, like going through your hair, going through your eyes, going through your face, it just also helps my stress level. It reduces the stress level. Another thing that I do that helps me deal with my stress is I also write. I write letters, I write letters to myself. I do, yes. Friends, let me know. Do you also write letters? Do you also write in a diary? Do you also write somewhere? Like how you feel? Like sometimes when I'm going through a very, very stressful situation, I'll write a letter. I'll write everything down, like how I am feeling, what has happened, and I will date it. And sometimes I look at some of the things that I have written in the past and I'm like, whew, it was hot. This situation is really hot. And I feel like some of the stories that sometimes I will come and tell, they are literally from my book, from things that I used to write down on how I felt at a particular time. And you know, we meet stress in or at every stage of our life. Teenager, there's stress there. As a child, there's stress there. As a parent, there's stress there. Getting married, there's stress there. Living in a what do you call it? Wherever you're living together with roommates, there's stress there. There's literally stress going to hospital, being sick, having unexpected situation happening to you, missing a flight, having to pay extra money for something, losing your parcel, losing your phone, getting, like, there's so many different things that happen to every single one of us, that stress is just one of those things that it happens. And what you do is, how do you deal with it? Like the most important thing is, how do people deal with their stress? Guys, how do you deal with your stress? How do you deal with your stress? Oh my gosh. Then the words start going a bit again. You see, talk to my friends. I obviously not on every situation, you know, you have to be able to keep some details private. But if it's something that is really, 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 really disturbing you, something that you're losing sleep over, something that you just feel like, why is this happening to me? Why? Bring it out. Share it. You need to bring it out. It will make you feel so much better. I just feel like keeping up things and letting it build up and build up and build up, it's not healthy for me. Like, that is not something that works for me. And the way people know me is that, because usually I am so I'm loud and, you know, and active and everything. So when there's something wrong with me, unfortunately, everybody can tell. Like, even if they ask me, Louise, what's wrong? And I say, oh, nothing. Doesn't work. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. How can people, my friends who are out there who know me personally, how do you guys always know that there's something wrong with me? Like, I always say, is it written in my face or something? Like, no matter how much I try to hide, they can always tell that there's something wrong with you. So I guess the fact that I'm very bubbly, most of the time very happy, most of the time very, like, doing my pigeon dance, you know, doing my little dance, like, yeah, like, come on guys, why everybody's so upset? That when I walk into a place or with my friends and I don't like something, or I don't like someone or something, it's always written in my face. You get that, like, are you alright? Yeah. No, doesn't work. I can always tell when there's something wrong with me, which in a way, I guess it could be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing, because sometimes you don't want to talk about a situation then and there. Sometimes you want to keep it and talk about it when you are ready. But the fact that everybody already know you, everybody already know your character, they know your mood, they know how you are. So sometimes when there's something wrong and you don't want to talk about it, they're just gonna be like, oh, what's wrong? Oh, tell me. Oh, what is it? Why are you like this? Why? So sometimes it's a bit like, yeah, okay, chill, relax, I will tell you when I'm ready. And it's okay to do that sometimes. Like, you don't have to talk about something when you are not ready. Talk about it when you feel comfortable, when you're confident, when you know that you're probably not going to burst out in tears. Because sometimes you don't want to talk about something that you know you feel very, very emotional or passionate about in front of people, where you're just feeling like, no, I'm just too nicely to be crying right now. Like, no, I'm just gonna hold it up. I'll hold it up, be a big girl, you know, be a big auntie, and I will talk to you when I'm ready. It's okay sometimes to do that. It's okay sometimes to say that, because the reaction or what you might say might not be so kind or might not be so nice for the other person to hear, especially if you are having an argument and the person is telling you, oh, what's wrong? Tell me. Why can't you talk about it now? I want to talk about it. But if you're not ready to talk about it, like, how can we have a discussion where one is ready and one is not? Like, we need to find that balance. And that could go with everyone. It could be with your child, it could be with your partner, it could be with your friend, it could be with your family, it could be with anyone. And it's okay. I've learned to accept that. It's okay to accept that people, if they want space, if you need some space too, it's okay to say it. It's fine. Like, you know, hopefully nobody's gonna die in between the time that you're taking your time to figure it out, you know. But sometimes you just need to say, no, I just need some time, and that's okay. That's all right. And one of my other final thing that I always like to do, that I feel like it helps to reduce my stress level, I am always thinking positive. I think positive, I talk positive, and I bring in that positivity energy onto myself, onto my surrounding. I speak positive onto my children. I speak positive. I speak positive onto my friends. I speak positive to all my friends and family who I care about, you know. And I feel like the more I do that, I am connected, or somehow God, the universe, everybody are working together to bring that extra, to bring me that extra luck, you know. Because most of the time I always say, oh my gosh, I'm so lucky, oh my goodness, I feel so blessed. Like, I really do. Like, I've been through so many situations that today you look at me and you be thinking, like, for those of you who know, you know, like, some of the things that I've been through, and you look at me today talking about it, smiling, you be thinking, wow, really? Did that happen to you? I remember one time I was sharing a particular story with one of my friends, and she was crying. She's like, how can you tell me this story with such, like, a straight face, without having no tears? And I'm like, well, I've had my time to deal with it, so now it's just part of my past, part of my story. So some of the stories I still get emotional, and some I'm like, it has happened, you know, it's in the past, and we are going forward, we are going onwards, and we are thinking positive, and that is how Auntie Lou deal with stress. Friends, let me know down below, how do you deal with your with your stress? How do you deal with stress? Let me know. Some of you might do what I do, some of you might do something different, but it'll be good for all of us to share, because you know my theme, sharing is caring. As my kids always say. Alright friends, so I hope you have enjoyed this little video, and I hope this video will be able to help someone, anyone out there who's probably thinking, why is this happening to me? It will pass. It will pass. It will go. No situation is forever. I hope you enjoyed the video, friends, and of course don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, au revoir everyone, bye bye everyone.